Sotore sine kere senane oko. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Hold on just a minute. Let me make sure we've got our settings set up perfectly. Hello, it is so good to see each of you. Oh my goodness. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay? Thank you. Thank you. Kere sene tere kokoa. Whew. I've been gathering my items and blessing the space, and we are here, you are here for the Acasma ceremony of quantum beginnings. Isini karaokokoa. This has already been a beautiful space of connection. So welcome everyone. Welcome to being here. Welcome to this space. And welcome to this connection point of you. Osene kare tenemi korosotoro. Beautiful. Can you see the rays coming into my room? Yes, I can, Rosalind. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. That is gorgeous. Excellent. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Kore tene kare sotosho no toto hakea. All righty. Let's get started. So welcome. It is so good to see you. Kosene tore kokoa. When I designed this space, when I set this space up, it was originally just for the sacred sacred joy pot of light. And if you're not familiar with the Sacred Joy Pot of Light, it's a free Acasma community. It is a group of like-minded individuals exploring and implementing all things Acasma. So if you're not in the Sacred Joy Pot of Light yet, please email me and I'll get you signed up. And originally this was going to be facilitated in the quantum. And then as I leaned into the space, and this is the space that we are all being invited into, is to drop the walls of what we've always done, to expand ourselves into the next space of us. And so I just had this strong calling to do this together with you. And so here we are. And then as I leaned in a little bit more, I thought, I'm just going to open it up to everybody. Everybody, let's just open it up. This is what we're doing. These are the new earth frequencies where we're dropping the boundaries. We're dropping the spaces of separation, and we're inviting all spaces in, whether those spaces are you, your past, your present, your future. It's where we are inviting ourselves to see and be and connect with the space of the all. So I'm Kirsten Hope. If you don't know who I am yet, hello, hello. It is so good to see you. I see some new faces here, faces that are new to the Sacred Joy Pod. Hello and welcome. It is so good to see you. And we're going to do some Acasma. And we are going to connect in through ceremony. And you are going to connect and breathe into the space of your desires. So for anybody new here, anybody who is new to Acasma, maybe you're new into Sacred Joy, you just found your way into this space, or you've never done anything with me before, or you're even new to Acasma, all spaces are welcome. Whether you are a veteran of the space or you're new to this space, this energy, this frequency, this ceremony meets you exactly where you are. You designed and aligned this connection point, and it can be whatever you want it to be. Let this be easy. There are no rules here. There are no have-tos. You cannot fail. You could even try to fail and you still couldn't, because everything is energy. And you are here because you created this space. You're going to hear me speaking light language. This is the language of the universe. It imparts, it conveys higher dimensional spaces of the quantum understanding of you. It makes spaces available for you to remember. And if you're open to it and you desire it, it can also activate your own specific languages of light. So if at any point you feel impulse to speak, to share, to sign, whatever you want to do, please do that. Breathe. Allow your breath. So I want to talk with you a little bit about what we're going to do, and then we're going to get right into it. But first, let's just breathe. Connect with your breath, coming into this space. And as you exhale, let your body drop. The energy is moving so quickly. And there were a few items that I invited you to bring. You don't have to have them. It's not a requirement. You can connect with mine. But they are flowers. Flowers that feel fresh to you. And you might be able to see mine back here. Right there. Right there. I cut those out of my garden this morning. And then there was a series of animals. Okay, so we have the butterfly and the dragonfly and the dove. The frog, the snake, the rabbit. And the reason for this is these all carry an energetic frequency to help move you forward into the space of your manifestation of your intention and your desire. And each one has a specific frequency. If you're familiar with Acasma and you know what an Acasma energy key is, and if you don't, it's okay. Just know that each of these animals, as you connect with the frequency of the archetype, it opens the door to that frequency to flow to you, and you get to do that today. You might also have a handful of dirt with you. I do right here. I had to dry it out because it's pouring down rain where I live. It was very wet. And maybe you have a bowl, and maybe you have water, and maybe you have paper to write on. And if you're like, I don't have any of those things, or maybe you have tea. That is okay. What we are understanding, the space of the new earth, is more energetic than physical. And you can use me as your proxy in any of these spaces. Okay, you can connect in with the space that I bring in, or use your own. Okay, there's no wrong way to do this space. Because during this ceremony, we're going to do a few things. We're going to plant the seeds of your intention. We're going to plant the seeds of you opening a space that maybe has felt stuck for you. And we all have those spaces. We're going to bring in and plant the space of activating peace. We're going to bring in and plant the space of transformation. We're going to bring in and plant the space of shedding old patterns, old spaces, old emotional spaces and reaction patterns. And then we're going to not only plant those things, but we're going to amplify them. Ia sotoro kokoa. What we're doing here today in this ceremony of quantum beginnings, what you're doing is you are making the space available. You are flowing the space of consciousness where you, specifically you, get to choose to amplify the natural rhythm of new earth frequencies available in this now. Does anybody have any questions so far? You're so beautiful. Can you see your beauty? Can you feel your beauty? Can you amplify that space? Beauty is not about the way that you look, although it can be a reflection of that. Beauty is the energetic flow of your heart space. Regardless of your coping strategies, regardless of your social history, regardless of your mood, you are the space of consciousness in the space of the flow of the divine. You cannot help but be beautiful. And so we allow the space of the breath to flow and activate and amplify that. So Acasma quantum energy, which is what this ceremony is rooted and based in, is known for assisting the body, the human structure, your bones, your muscles, your ligaments, all the spaces of you, in holding more light, okay? In amplifying and activating your root lines. And not just activating those root lines into the earth, which we know how to do. We know how to go outside and put our feet on the ground and ground. This is different. This is plugging you into the new earth frequencies. There's nothing wrong with the old earth, but we are moving into a new way of being, a new way of living. Yes? And this is why you're here. And you, through this ceremony, through this space of connection, you are not only, breathe. We're not only declaring, you're not only planting the seeds of your desires and your intentions, but you are building a strong foundation for these intentions to manifest in your physical reality. Right? We're taking the intentions, the flow state of thought, and you are manifesting it so that you experience in your here and now. Right? The ceremony space, working with these physical structures, right? Like dirt and water and flowers, is utilizing our natural world, your natural world, the physical manifestation of elements to usher the energetic into the physical. And this is why ceremonies are such powerful spaces, because you are literally moving energy and creating form through the connection point of the ceremonial objects themselves. Whether you have them in your physical space or not, it's the energetic flow that is activating. And it is the perfect quantum rhythm and balance of the energetic and the physical, the seen and the unseen, combined with your intentions, your felt sense, and calling that forth, and planting that in your now, and watering it with your breath. And this is how you right now are creating the alignment of your quantum beginnings. Which is the alignment or realignment and the remembering of the powerful space of your creation. So, with all that said, we're going to get into it, okay? We're going to get into it. So I invite you to breathe and relax into the space and close your eyes. Beautiful. You can have your camera on or off. You can be sitting up. You can be lying down. Whatever you want to do, whatever you feel comfortable with. Breathe. And I want you to bring to mind whatever flower feels like freshness to you. You might have that with you in your personal space. You might be visualizing it within your mind's eye. You might be connecting with mine behind me. I have daffodils. Everything is energy. So first, you're going to bring to mind your flower or multiple flowers. Maybe it's a bouquet. Bring it into mind. And if you're not a person that visualizes, intend it, see it, sense it, know it, breathe. Beautiful. Koreini tenama asonani ikeresateya kokoa. And as we connect with the flower of your intention, you're going to take one nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, imagine you can see or sense the petals of that flower fluttering. Tene karea satoro koko tene itene atatana asotoro kokoa. Connect with the frequency, the wave, the energetic signature of that flower. Connect with the seed that flower was, or the bud that flower was, and is at some variation point. Mea sotoro kokoa, breathe. Just allow the space. Beautiful. Somebody's feeling a shift of consciousness, a shift of energy through the back of the head. Just allow the space. Third eyes are opening. Osene karea makoro kokoa. Your crown center is vibrating purple-violet light. Just breathe. Allow the space. Etene korosotoro kokoa. Feeling the connection, the energetic wave of convergence of you and the flower and you. Breathe. Drop your belly. Soften your diaphragm. Enupokote ne keresana. Beautiful. If you want to touch the flower, touch the flower. Breathe. Maybe you want to smell the flower. Tene itene korosone kokoa. Energetically, tono se tene kokoa. Breathe. Beautiful energy running up and down the spine. Just allow the space. Root centers are anchoring. Somebody's clearing through the sacral center. Breathe. Kanemia satoro kokoa tukea tetea. And just allowing the space of you and that flower and the flower in you. The rest of the world falls away. Ne niato. And you can thank that flower for coming into your ceremony. You can thank that flower for blessing you with its presence. And then I wonder if you can connect into the space where the flower is connecting and thanking you. It's a reciprocal wave of gratitude flowing through the space. Just breathe. Beautiful, beautiful. There's energy moving through the sides of the torso, sort of where your waistline is. Somebody's feeling a little flutter, like where your belt would go if you were to be wearing a belt. Just allow the space. Your team of light is with you, and they're presenting like sparkles, like flutters of light. Just allow the space. Everybody has a team of light. Whether you know it, sense it, feel it, believe it, don't believe it, want to believe it, it's okay. It's all right. Wherever you fall on that continuum, let it just be. Allow yourself to be exactly where you are. Celebrate that. Nea setene korokoko. Receive the love that is here for you. Breathe. Beautiful. Nea setene kotorokokoa. And when you feel ready, you can bring your attention to your sacral center. This is right below your navel, your belly button. Just breathe. Beautiful. Excellent anchoring. This is a blessing of your relationships. A blessing of your relationship with you, how you speak to yourself, how you breathe, how you perceive. Ane ia sotoro keitene itotoro okokoa. There was a clearing of the space in between you and the people that you love in your life. Breathe. Just allow the space. And bringing your attention to your heart center. And connecting with your beautiful heart. Feeling the beating of your heart. Feeling the beating of your heart as it beats through your back as well. Authenticity is rising. Beautiful. And when you feel ready, breathe in and exhale. Osene kerea kokoa. And you can open your eyes and come back into this space. Isenene kokoa. And we're going to engage with the ceremonial spaces in just a more tangible way. So one of the things that I invited you to bring was some dirt, okay? And so if you don't have dirt, it's okay. This is my dirt from my garden, okay? So if you have your dirt, you can grab that. And if you don't have your dirt, just connect with mine. Imagine you can smell it. You can feel it on your fingers. Isonene ikarea kokoa. And you can set that aside. My table is very full. Beautiful. And then the next thing I asked you to bring was a piece of paper or some paper. Now I have my paper in little pieces. You don't have to have yours in pieces if you don't want to. And this is where we're going to come into the space of intention. You're going to come in and connect with the space of your desires, your intentions, the space of your connection points. And we have these beautiful animals, and we talked about it before, the butterfly, the dragonfly, and so on. And each of these animals carries its own signature, its own wave, and its own frequency. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take each animal and we're going to connect it to a space of ceremony. Okay, so on your piece of paper, you can do this on one whole piece of paper, or you can tear your piece of paper into different pieces. I have 6 pieces of paper. However you want to do it is fine. And I just want you to connect with your breath and close your eyes. And what you're going to do is you're going to connect in with the very first thought you have. You don't need to second guess it. You don't need to be like, I don't know, maybe I want that. But where you're going to be invited into is, what is a space of you, a space of your life, a space of your experience, a space of your desire that you would like to evolve or transform. So it is something that already exists in your experience, and you would love to see it shift in some way. And you don't even have to know. In fact, sometimes it's better if you don't know. You just know that you have this experience, you have this thing, you have this connection point, you have this area of your life, and you would love to have a different experience of it, right? Does that make sense to you? Good. I see some heads nodding. Beautiful. So you can go ahead and just take a deep breath and write down whatever it is that comes to mind. What would you like to transform? Esene torekakea. And you can write that down. Okay? Beautiful. And when you're done, and you don't have to be done yet, you're going to set that aside. Just set it aside for right now. And breathe. And allow gratitude for your beautiful heart space and your beautiful brain and your beautiful felt sense, your gut brain that led you to that. Tene karea sotoro kokoa. Beautiful. And next, you're going to consider a space in your life that maybe has felt a little stuck or repetitive. This would be a space where you would really like to get some traction. Maybe you feel like you're spinning your wheels. This could be a thought pattern. Okay, it could be a relationship dynamic. It could be a way you think about yourself or a space or a person. It could be maybe you keep getting to a certain point in your life and you just keep circling it. Keep circling it. Okay, so if this is a space, anything that comes to mind for you, and you do not have to get it just perfect. Okay? Because this is like dropping a pebble in a lake. And whatever you connect into, that frequency of traction, of movement, of evolution is going to ripple out through the other areas of your life. So whatever is calling you today, even if you're kind of surprised by it, allow that to be right. So connect with your breath and ask yourself, lean into, where is something in my life that feels a little bit stuck, that I would like it to move forward? I want to gain some traction. And write that down. Okay. When you have that done, you can set it, you're going to just set it right on top of the other piece of paper. And if you're doing it all on one paper, that's fine too. Asane kare kokoa. Breathe. Any questions so far? How are you doing with this? It's kind of fun, isn't it? What I love about ceremony is we can, and when I say we, I mean people in this swirl of spirituality, of energy, is we can really spend a lot of time up here, right? We can spend a lot of time in the energetic frequency of our flow state, which is beautiful. And we live in this physical reality. And so we really want to make sure that our physical reality, and do everything that we can to bring our physical reality into the space of our new beginnings. This is why we're doing this now. Okay, so the next space. This is a space in your life. Again, it can be anything. There's no limit. It could seem super superficial, or it could be really super deep and serious, or anything in between. I want you to connect with, lean into, ask to be shown the space that would most benefit from you engaging peace. So maybe this is something happening in your awareness that feels chaotic to you, or it feels unsteady, or it feels tumultuous, or it feels unpredictable, or it feels scary, or it feels worrisome. Do you get what I'm saying? Anything that is eliciting a sensation of unrest that would benefit from the flow state and the frequency of peace. Write that down. I'm doing this with you, by the way. And again, you can set that piece of paper on top of the other one. Or if you have it on one piece of paper, that's fine too. Beautiful. We have 3 more to do. Breathe. So this next one, I love this next one. This is the space where you are going to bless a space of transforming an emotional pattern. Okay? If there is an emotional pattern that you recognize within yourself, we are going to wrap that space of you in so much love. We're going to wrap that space of you in so much unconditional acceptance. And we are going to heal, and you are going to heal, and you are going to transform that space. So maybe you would like to transform a space of anger or your relationship with anger. Maybe you want to learn how to express your anger in a way that feels more congruent with who you are now. Maybe that's your emotional pattern. Or it could be worry or sadness or grief or fear. Maybe it is more of a relational reaction. Maybe there are certain ways that when things happen in your life, people say certain things, or they talk about certain subjects, or you see something on TV, or you read something, or something comes across, and you find yourself having a trigger reaction. And you would like to heal and transform that reaction pattern, this is what you want to write down. Okay, so go ahead and take a breath and connect with that space and breathe. And when you have clarity, and again, it doesn't have to be perfect. There's going to be a replay. You can do this ceremony multiple times, okay? So don't get in your head about it. The first thing that comes to you, what emotional patterns would you like to shift? Okay, and set that aside. This next one is very easy. What would you like to release or shed? It can be physical, mental, emotional, situational. What would you like to shed? What would you like to release from your experience? Write that down and breathe. Koreni tene sotore pokoate. Beautiful. Lovely. Te shonimia satere katana alea sotoro kokoa. And our last one is, what would you like to amplify? What do you want more of? What do you want to anchor? Like, what is that thing? It can be, and you might not even have words for it. Maybe you have a feeling, however you are with the space. What would you specifically like to amplify or anchor or have more of? Ikeria sotoro kokoa. Write that one down. Beautiful. So you have your piece of paper, or you have your stack of paper. However you do the space is just fine. Breathe. You're going to bring these into your heart, or the piece of paper to your heart. Tene I senene ekarea kokoa. Breathe. If you're familiar with the Acasma, we have the Acasma star coming in and floating and hovering in front of your heart space. So we have you, your hands are on your heart, your papers are on your heart, your intentions are on your heart, and the Acasma star is flowing, assisting you in flowing and reverberating your I am flow into the fibers of the thought of your intention. Breathe. Porea sene kere senene ikere koko shone ite ala asotoro kokoa. Breathe. Beautiful. And you can take these papers or your paper and you can bring it in front of your mouth. And you're going to take a nice big inhale. And you're going to breathe your I am onto your papers. You can even say the words, I am. I am. Beautiful. You've already shifted the space. You've already shifted the alignment of the space through your intention, and your intention coupled with the action, coupled with the implementation. You've already set this chain of events where this space, your intention, is anchoring. Ikare senene ikare kokoa. And now you're going to take that stack. If you have a stack of paper, turn it upside down. If you don't, just bring in your paper. And you're going to bring in the piece of paper that has the word or the situation that you would like to evolve. The space of you that you would like to evolve or transform. This is the first thing you wrote down. So if you have one piece of paper, it's at the top of your list. Isene tenea kokoa. And for this evolution, the evolution of intention, you're going to bring in and amplify the energy of the butterfly. Ekene sotoro kokoa. So this is the butterfly. Bringing that in, into the space. Osene kare sanana oremo kotete yako. Breathe. Beautiful. Bringing these spaces together, just allow the space. Breathe. The butterfly is all about transformation. And then the next piece of paper is the space that you want to get traction of. This is the space that has felt, up until a few minutes ago, it felt stuck. A space where you would like to move forward. And for this one, you're going to bring to mind the image, the picture, the intention of a dragonfly. Breathe. So you're just going to hold that in your hand. Hold that piece of paper in your hand and bring to mind dragonfly. The dragonfly is all about moving forward. And the next one. This is the space where you would love to see, experience, and flow more peace. Flowing more peace, allowing the space. And as you think about that, as you connect in with that, you're going to bring to mind the image of a dove. Oshenene tene karea sotoro kokoa. You're connecting with the wave of the dove, the archetype of the dove, the collective consciousness of the dove. Just breathe. Allow the space. That space, that frequency of peace is sprinkling into your area. Eshono tere kere kokoa, where you are engaging more peace than ever before. Koresene kete shene tetene kokoa. On our next space, this is what you wrote down for what you would like to transform in the way of your emotional patterns. This could be a trigger. This could be a relationship that you have with a specific emotion. Whatever that is for you. Do you know what you get to bring into that one? I love this one. This is the energy of the frog. Koshenene isene. Isn't he cute? Isn't he so cute? This is the healing of emotional patterns. Thinking of a frog, visualizing a frog, feeling the skin of a frog, seeing its beautiful eyes blinking at you. Kene mea sotoro koko shene isene itoro. And if you're not a visualizer, simply saying the word within your mind's eye is enough. Let this be easy. Isene ni ikarea kokoa. And our next space. This is the space that you would like to release, the space that you would like to shed, the space that you would like to let go, so that you are opening yourself up to even more expansion. And with this space, you guessed it, we're going to bring in our beautiful snake energy. Kere kene kore sotora kokoa tetea. Breathe. You are bringing in and infusing the shedding of the snake. Kere sanane kokote kore mokote te kokoa. Breathe. And our last and final space is the space that you want to amplify. The space that you want to fertilize with all the energy frequencies of the divine, of spirit, of source, of God. You use your word. Breathe. Allow the space. And in this one, you're going to bring within to your mind's eye the rabbit frequency. This is an anchor ship of abundance. Breathe. Beautiful. And then if you have dirt handy, and you can do this within If you have dirt in a bowl or a glass, that will work. If you don't, if you have it in a baggie, you could use that. But you're going to take your paper. So if you have one piece of paper, you can fold it up. If you have multiple pieces of paper, you're going to put it in the dirt. Beautiful. And we're just going to set that aside for right now. So I've got all my papers. I'm putting them in the dirt, and we're just going to set that aside. And we're going to move into the space of Acasma. And after we complete our space of Acasma, we're going to breathe that Acasma frequency into the water. And we're going to take that water and we're going to water the dirt as we plant the seeds of our intentions. But first, we're going to shift the space of us. We're going to move into and open the space of our amplification together in this now. So go ahead and close your eyes. And breathe and relax into the space. That's right. Somebody just dropped their shoulders. You could feel there was some responsibility that was sort of teetering on the edge of the shoulders, and you just let that go. Great job. Just breathe. Allow the space. Beautiful. Your presence is palpable. And when I say presence, I mean your presence with you. The way that you engage your life is so magnificent. The way that you show up for your very human experiences, and you love yourself in those spaces, or you consider the possibility that you could love yourself in those spaces, that is what you're doing. Breathe. Beautiful. There's clearing happening through the solar plexus. If you're feeling tension through your solar plexus, try dropping and allowing the breath to come into that space. There's a shift of alignment for you and for your family lines, male and female, mother and father, all the way back, all the way forward, all the way through the breadth of your connection. Just breathe. Allow this space. We have unicorn energy coming into this space. Allow. This is that sparkle of magic. The sparkle of, can it be? Can it be that good? Can it be that easy? How in the world? Oh my goodness. Breathe. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Yes, it does. And it is. Just allow the space. Beautiful. Your root lines are anchoring. Beautiful. Deep within the earth, sparkling light, flowing light. Somebody's root lines almost look like they have water flowing through them. The energy of light is flowing so fluidly. Just allow the space. Root lines are going deep and wide. Just allow the space. Root lines are reaching behind you into the earth, deep within the earth. You can even imagine your root center is lit up in golden white light, and you can imagine that light splits and goes down your legs, and it goes down and out your feet, and those root lines separate, and they're so gorgeous, aren't they? Can you feel that? Can you see that? Can you intend that? Just breathe. And those root lines reach deep, deep, deep within the earth all around you, reaching deep into the core. And they reach into that core, and oh my gosh, it is so incredibly beautiful as those new earth frequencies travel up your root lines, activating the space of your light. Just allow the space. And those root lines right now are reaching and blessing the spaces of your intentions, the spaces of those pieces of paper. Breathe. Beautiful. That's right. That's exactly right. You're doing it. Just allow the space. Beautiful. Third eye's opening. Breathe. And your soul reconnection, your beautiful soul reconnection, blessing and assisting any spaces of the soul. That can be any spaces of the past, present, or future that are here and available and ready to help you in this ceremonial space. They are assisting. They are coming into. They are anchoring this now. You are bringing the gifts of all the spaces of you to amplify the space right now. making available the space of your quantum beginnings. Just breathe. Allow the space. Beautiful. And we already had that beautiful Acasma star come in, and it's still present now. Allow the space. This is connecting you, assisting you in living and breathing and realizing and understanding and living in and from and remembering of who you really truly are at the space and the core of who you are before you developed your coping strategies, before you were labeled either by yourself or somebody else, before you identified as any space, before you learned how to pull yourself in so that you would fit in to a role or a label or an identifier. You are so much more than that space. Just allow. Beautiful, beautiful anchoring. You can feel that through your core, yes? Somebody's feeling it through their core, through the digestive system. You're feeling that movement. Just allow the space. Root centers are opening. Just breathe. It's so interesting. I see each of you, and you look like a tree at the beginning of spring, which is where we are right now. And there's these little buds all over the body, little buds of light. And I watch and I see as each of the buds expand. These are your intentions. These are your choice points. Just breathe. A beautiful tree, an abundant tree of beautiful, luscious green leaves and flowers. Just breathe. And fruit. O se ke ta na. E kore mo kore sati. Breathe. Beautiful. You are so powerful. You are so powerful. This is amplifying. I mean, I feel like I need to be in a bigger room, bigger house, a bigger city, a bigger state, a bigger world, a bigger planet, because you are so much more. We are so much more together. The amplification of the light. Keri kanatana areabokoteyaso. And then we have our beautiful peace and balance moving into this space. Field and shield of love is activated. Beautiful peace and balance. Assisting you in balancing the physical with the mental with the emotional, the spiritual with the physical, assisting you in balancing how you move through the space of the quantum world, and that also understanding that you still need to go to the store and buy groceries. Bringing peace and balance to all of those spaces so that they can draw on each other, because there is no separation. Those spaces are not different. This is the space of the new human. This is a space of you implementing the now, where you bring this frequency of you into every single space. It doesn't matter how mundane. This is the light of you flowing in. And then that mundane, it gets a little bit of sparkle. It gets a little bit of light. Breathe. And I don't know about you, but I can hear a rushing, a flushing of water. This is you blessing the waters of your body. This is you blessing the spaces of your remembrance. This is you amplifying your light. This is you activating your hand portals, your feet portals, your third eye, your pineal gland. The unification of the all, the unification of the one, the realization, the living of the space, the healing of the separation. Breathe. You are the flow state of the divine. Nanea sori mokore yate. Breathe. Beautiful. And I wonder if you can allow yourself just a moment of stillness. A space of connection with the silence of you. Ear portals are activating. Just allow. The breath of the I am is flowing strong. The tip of your tongue expanding. And we activate the butterfly energy, and we activate the dragonfly energy, and we activate the dove energy, and we activate the frog energy, and we activate the snake energy, and we activate the rabbit energy. Just breathe. Allow the space. Deep breath. Exhale, let your body drop. And as you let your body drop, may you, can you, will you fall into the arms of the trust of the soul of you. You are enough. You are the space. Breathe. Allowing the space of silence to bless the space of you. Golden light shining above your head, dropping deep within the body, traveling through the veins of the soul. Your team of light is over here, and they're taking their hands and they're rubbing them together because they're so excited for what's to come, for what's already happened, for the seeds of the soul, the seeds of your desires and your intentions. That have already manifested in another space of reality. Breathe. And when you feel ready, and there's no rush, you can stay exactly as you are, how you are. But when you feel ready, you can come back into this space now. Hello. And we're going to take that beautiful bowl of dirt, and again, you can connect with mine if you want. Imagine your paper is in here, your intentions are in here, your spaces of transformation. And we have our beautiful glass of water, and my water is actually, I put it in a little pitcher today. And you're going to take that glass of water and hold it in both hands, understanding that you are new. Understanding that the breath of you is a new space of remembrance, a space that has always been here, a space where you are understanding that you're already whole. You're already whole. You're already perfect. You're already connected. You already have all of those gifts you've been craving. And breathe. And as you exhale, let that exhale ripple the water. And you can say over your water, I believe. I believe. And you can say over your water, I am. And you can breathe over your water, I love you. I love you. And you can breathe over your water, I am whole. I am whole. And you can breathe over the water, I am the all. I am the all. And if there's anything else that you want to say, that you want to intend, that you want to imbue the water with the energetic frequency of, breathe that now. Now that was anchoring. And when you feel ready, you can take that water and you can pour it into your dirt with your intentions, your manifestations, your transformation, your engagement of peace, And you can feel that space coalesce together, the physical, the energetic. Breathe. And as you connect with the dirt, and you connect with the water, and you connect with the intentions of transformation, of traction, of evolution, of peace, of shedding, of amplification, I want you to imagine, you can see, imagine, intend. It is done. The roots of your intentions growing in the dirt, through the layers of the earth. The light of transformation flows. Breathe. And those roots reach deep within the core of the earth. Can you see that? Can you imagine it? Can you intend it? And here's what's so beautiful. Here's what's so magnificent. As the roots of what you just planted travel down deep within into the core of the earth, it is the new earth frequencies that travel up and activate the root lines of your intentions. Which means you are anchoring these intentions, these manifestations from the new space of the new human, of the new you, of the new alignment, of the new earth. You're creating from a new space of you, and you're creating something you haven't even imagined yet, and it's already happening and amplified and engaged. Breathe. And if you would like to close and seal this space with me, and if you have tea or something to drink, you can bring that into the space. And we close and seal this ceremony in alignment with the highest intentions, the highest alignment of love, manifestation, and abundance of all things you, the glory of the space of your I am. Breathe. And if you want to, or you can use me as your proxy, drink that tea. You don't have to drink all of it. Just take a sip or two. As you do this, as you connect with this, you connect with the earth element, the foundation, the grounding of all you just intended. I've got dirt all over my hands. Breathe. I am so glad we had this time together. Thank you for showing up. Not for this, although that's wonderful because I love you so much and I could spend all day with you every day, but because you made yourself a priority. You believed in yourself. You recognized the energetic connection that you are, that you have, that you breathe. And you took a stand. Today, you took a stand. That's the implementation. That's the living. That's the convergence of the spiritual and the energetic and the physical. Breathe. I sit here and I breathe in the glory of the space of the all, the glory of the space of you. I sit in jubilee with your team of light. When I sit, we're clearing through the throat, just breathe. Energy moving through the throat, through the heart center, just breathe. Oya sene ikare kakoa. Can you feel a difference? The energy shifted. There was an actual shift in the frequency. Isanana akore kakeyatate me osene kate. Beautiful. So that is the end of our time together. Does anybody have anything they want to say or share before we close this space? Anybody is welcome. Laura said, oh my gosh, I've seen 333 in 2 different moments today. Yes, yes, beautiful, beautiful. Rosalind said, thank you. All right, you all. Thank you so much. This was a beautiful ceremony. I appreciate you all more than my words can convey. And I will be sending a replay out. If you have somebody that you would like to share the ceremony with that maybe didn't sign up, go ahead and send them a link to it and they can connect with it in their own way. So that is always okay. Let me just check the chat. Yep, I got it all covered. I love you. I love you. I love you. This was a glorious space of connection. I cannot wait to hear from you. And feel free to email me or reach out or post in the Discord chat what you noticed after the ceremony, what you noticed is new, what you noticed gained traction, what you noticed shifted, what you noticed feels more peaceful, what you noticed shed, what you noticed amplified. Make a note of it. Whether you share it or not, make a note of it so that you can go back. You could even make a note of, keep those little pieces of paper or go plant them in your garden. It's a beautiful space to complete this ceremony, is to take the dirt and the water and your intentions and plant it. If you can. If you can't, bless it, bless it, bless it, and dispose of it. Rosalind said, I will share that I had 2 images in the Acasma session, a boy from 5th grade and a girl from middle school. It was so strange. I felt like I was being told, those early memories can release now. Yes. Yes. Like, yes. Or transform. Or the emotional attachment. Or they're coming up to have that story rewritten or to see it from a new perspective. There's so many possibilities with our memories. We think the past is static. And the past is only static when we are static with it. But you can re-engage any experience, past, present, or future. I love you. I love you. I love you. I will see you if you're in Sacred Joy. I'll see you in the Discord chat. Feel free to post your experience there as well. Take care, and I love you.